Chris Wood here. Timebot. This is done. My identity theft, my brain injuring. I no longer feel myself, and I haven't for months. I have not had any stimulation in my fucking brain in approximately 5 months from being injured and not being able to get any help. Skull deforming, being called a liar, not being able to get help with proof. Lennox and Addington Hospital, Ontario Provincial Police, Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Ray, Tony Hearns. They are all guilty in working with them for OPP for money, $300 a day, freedom, drop charges, and their drugs of choice: human trafficking, human sex trade, slavery trafficking, injuring, torturing, skull splitting, brain damage, kidnap, sex assault, false arrest, arrest refusals, obstructions, even a justice of the peace making accusations of being high on marijuana and hallucinating being sodomized. 3.5 years of going through this because I spoke of police crimes. Human homeless trafficking out of the Morning Star mission and homeless exploitation for monetary gain. As a result, I became a target back in 2019 of August before ex-OPP chief or commander left. I was shot. He was driving a white Jeep Wrangler, him and somebody in a black truck with black hair. I did not see their face. They pointed something at me. They shot it and it went into my ear. After that, the problem started, the lies, time buying, cover-ups, and everything else against me. This is how OPP traffic, frame, and murder their victims. This is how they get revenge, giving inmates and junkies free drugs and fucking paying them to commit crimes for them while refusing their arrest or trying to extort $22,000 for it. This is the OPP right here in Napanee, and I guarantee I am not the only one going through this or has been through this. This is how they traffic, frame, and murder. Families of murdered and missing natives. This is the OPP. Beware, because they are involved with it. If they can do this to me over the course of 3 years, completely change my identity, deform my skull and everything else to me, even stalking my mother, killing her, and killing 2 of my dogs to do this to me, including kidnapping me to get my blood and piss, false arresting me to get my pictures, signature, and everything else they need for this identity theft against me for forgeries, framings, and frauds, and I will not be proven wrong. Lies, time buying, cover-ups, transferring to avoid arrest and charging and lawsuits on OPP and cops themselves for the crimes that they're guilty of. Doctors having me falsely arrested and charged for demanding my rights for the cover so they could cover up crimes that they are guilty of. This is Napanee, Lennox and Addington, CEO, Administration, Patient Relations, Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Name and File Falsifier, Medical Blacklister, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, Triage Nurses Terry, Tanya, David are all criminally and negligently involved with OPP and have been for the past 3 years, covering up and co-committing treatment refusals, discrimination, being kicked from the hospital, and more to cover up this. Full skull deforming, proving it, being called a liar, not being able to do anything about it. Time's bought, damage is done, but one way or another, your little Harvard piece of shit, he is going to be arrested, and so is Blair Hardy, so is Tyler Lake, Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, and Ray, all your little fuck toys, OPP, that you are feeding drugs to and refusing to arrest because they work with them for you, and you need this finished. So you can convenient mistake an identity to get me as Wooldridge or Stephen Maven, I should say, wanted harbored inmate sex offender that you are harboring, possibly.